Hello, Ginny. Hey, look, it's our Thursday free, beautiful live event. And we didn't turn up last week because you and I were so busy. I was out in sabbatical, if that's what you would like to call it. I took 8 days out. And Ginny, it's good to see you today. Everybody has been trying to get onto this meeting. It's a new meeting. It's 11:11 a.m. So we're just going to go with the flow. Everyone is going to get the recording. They're going to just see what you and I are going to be doing here today. Good to see you, Ginny.
You too. Thank you, Heather. I want to say I can't get over how refreshed and young you look. You're just glowing there, and it's just wonderful to see.
Thank you. We all need to take time out, don't we?
I think so. I actually truly believe that is so important because we get so wrapped up in busy lives, whether you're a mum or a dad, or you're working as well and you're trying to fit everything in. You might have kids as well that you're looking after and household to run and everything else. Without knowing it, I was talking about this with my son yesterday, and because he's just started uni doing sports science and rec course. And at the moment, he's learning all about the human body and stress. And he was saying, about the human body, how without even realizing it, all of us, or a lot of us, are running under stress. And we don't actually realize it because we've so got used to running this way of heightened, and he was on about the flight or the fear or flight thing that
yes.
the body responses has. And he was saying that a lot of people don't have that, what we were talking about just now, that joy in their life, that spark of excitement, that doing things that they really, really want to do for themselves and actually thinking for themselves more rather than having to look after everyone else. It's so important to take time out like you've done. And the proof, you've been out in nature for a whole week and look at you.
It was, thank you, Ginny. It was like there was hardly any Wi-Fi. I had to climb a mountain to get even a cell phone. And look, as we're talking here, we the ones that can't get onto this healing event, they're finding it really hard to get on. So my ultimate knowing is that it's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So for me, when I went out there, I did it hard for 3 days. The first day I got a bee sting in my hand. The second day I fell in a hole with my tramping boots. And instantly I just laughed. I haven't laughed because, when we are being seen in this world and when we are this healer, Ginny, people expect us to be on.
Yeah.
But we are on.
We are.
But the fact that's missing, and I know that I spoke to you on top of the mountain and I know that I message you every now and then, it was the fact is being on and being in this world, being in this flat line of this world is we have to have joy in our life.
Yeah. We
have to laugh at our stupid things like the bee sting and the falling in the hole and twisting the foot, and it's because we're human.
Yeah.
And so for me out there, and thank you, yes, I feel vibrant and I feel alive again, it's because I took back what was mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not what people expected of me or what people felt that I should be presenting myself for, the color of the hair, the food I eat, the color that I should be wearing. And holier than thou, we are magnificent human beings.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're not supposed to play the game of what humanity is playing.
No.
We're this vibrant, and there's something that I knew this was going to happen. I knew that only you and I were going to be on here for some reason. something that really caught my eye was there were these sayings. Remember, I've even said them, and now that I've dropped them, we are in this world but not of it.
Yes.
And I thought, while I was away, but actually I am of it. I am part of humanity.
Yeah.
Whether we're a spiritual being or whether we are, whoever we are, whether we come, we're all walk-ins.
Yeah.
You know, I did this book and it was 365 pages down to, oh gosh, you know, blood, sweat and tears went into this book while I was away with one hand.
Yeah.
So I sent it away. I put it on someone else's desk after a tantrum. I'm allowed to throw tantrums. I'm allowed to use the F word. I'm allowed to scream and yell. But why I was screaming and yelling is the fact that someone put their bullshit, their dreams, their expectations on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have to be ourselves. We are walking amongst angels.
Yeah.
We are walking amongst all that is.
Yeah.
There is no difference between you and I.
Absolutely.
Or Tom or Dick and Harry. I spoke about prejudice, racial discrimination in my book.
Yeah.
And you know, Ginny, you know, everything has to come from the heart. You know, there was prejudice for the fact that I was this white woman healing a community of people that were a different color to me. And I felt it.
Yeah.
And I felt scared.
Yeah.
And so, and I will be honest, for the last 7 to 8 months, I have been distraught because the distraught was the fact that I wasn't being me.
Yeah.
And my gifts for humanity.
Yeah.
So I've dropped a couple of things, which is I am in this world.
You are. We all are. We're all here together, aren't we?
And I love this world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there were a couple of other things that we've been brought up on which I have changed. So anyway, so when my time finished yesterday, what have I learned? And it comes back into that bit in the middle. And why I was suffering. Why was I suffering? It's because I have forgotten my joy.
Yeah.
My joy, my excitement, my imagination, my essence in producing millions of dollars and creativity.
Yeah. Because
I was too consumed by what other people were thinking of me.
Yeah. And because we're in the line of work that we are, we're empaths.
Yes.
We can feel and know what other people are thinking. I mean, that's just the way it is. So even for us, because we are human beings living this life, like everyone else, but even for us, sometimes without knowing it, we can take on board that. As much as we're doing what we're doing, we're out there, and other people may look at us as these great healers, we're still human beings like everybody else. Yeah. We were all born loved. We're all born with love. It's only what our experiences are, who we've been brought up with, our environment, what we've learned off people, which determines how we might be as an adult. But for me personally, I mean, we've all got to live those, I don't want to really call them lessons. It's just life to then bring us back to where we are right now. And quite often it happens, certainly for our generation, that we actually start thinking about who we really are once our kids have grown up a bit, or we've got a little bit more freedom of our own to do actually things that we want to do for ourselves. Because we get wrapped up, like you said, in all this other stuff. And I'm finding that for a lot of people, and I must admit there's younger people now starting to do it, but for my generation, it kind of took to become in the perhaps late 30s, 40s, for that I call it a picking away in the back of the mind of, who are you? Find out who you really are, you know? Find the real you, not who everyone else says you should be, but the real soul you, and allow it to shine. You know? There are younger people, though, I've noticed now, that are getting to that point at a younger age, which is absolutely awesome.
Do you know what I love about this and what you said about the children and the younger age? It's really quite funny because this is off the teacup, if you so to speak, in our talk together. Your daughter has a name out there. She doesn't know that. But I heard about your beautiful daughter and the artwork that she's doing from a complete stranger.
Did you? Wow.
Yes, and
That's so cool.
and that came back yesterday. I heard about her, and people had heard about you and I.
Wow.
So people are, we let this grow organically.
Yeah.
We let this simply just be about you and I. And people are interested, and the reason why they're interested is because what you and I do together, you know, we turn up weekly, is because in that turning up weekly, everything has grown organically.
Yeah.
You have to meet Heather and Ginny.
Yes.
Or Ginny or Heather or however.
Yeah.
You've got to meet these two women because they speak it how it is. They've walked their talk. They're walking their talk, so to speak. They will tell you bullshit when it's bullshit. They will tell you truth and honesty from the heart space. And so this is what came back from me, and apparently you and I were a hype of industry in conversations over the last week. So it is working.
Yeah.
By simply us tuning up. So I just wanted to share this about your beautiful daughter, about the young ones being seen.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome.
So I know that we've come into a healing event, and there's a lot of people that just can't come into this. And look, I giggle because I know who I am and I know who you are.
Yeah.
And with one touch, just one beautiful love factor between us both, helps people, heals people.
Yeah.
So first of all, I just want to introduce ourselves. I know that people are going to be watching this, but actually I am Heather Ellis Drake. I'm in New Zealand, and I am who I am. I just simply tune up for the grandest purpose of all humanity, because all I see is wellness in another human being. Ginny, you're going to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I will. Well, I'm Ginny Jones. I am a healer. I am a tarot card reader. Mainly, though, I am me. Because I don't really like labels, and we were saying about the imagination and everything. My spiritual team actually use my imagination to guide me to do whatever it is I want to do. And you know what? It might be different from one day to the other.
Absolutely.
I don't like rules. The only thing that I do make sure that everything's done in is love and light. So everything is done with love. Everything is done for the greater good of everyone, not just every human, every animal, every plant, the whole planet, the whole universe. Because some of the times I'm not here down here. I'm right out there looking at the planets, looking around with my energy body, of course, because obviously physically I can't do it. But with my energy body, I'm out there and I'm looking, and I can hear I can hear noises going on the planet. And the way I was thinking about the subconscious mind and the spiritual realms yesterday, I was having a good think about this, and I'm thinking, really whatever you focus on is what's going to be in your life.
Yeah.
So if you focus on the positive, the good, the love, the joy, and all that sort of stuff, that's what you're going to attract towards you. And we all have stuff happen that's not very nice, all of us, no matter who it is. We're all human. Yeah. We're all here with those things. But if something like that happens for me, I think to myself, okay, I stop and I breathe and I think, right, this has happened. Why has it happened? What do I need to learn from it? It's here to show me something, and I try and dissect it or go into it with my intuition and just suss out what it is that I'm to learn from. But my main focus is the positive, the good, the love, seeing everyone whole, like Heather said, seeing the planet thriving and the plants, the trees, and everything else. And you know what? If there is something that needs help, I will go in there and help it. It's like yesterday, Ben was saying about a beautiful old oak tree in a park near him that he used to go and do healing with and draw upon that beautiful energy of that lovely oak. And I have a thing about oak trees. I absolutely love oak trees. I love trees. But oak trees, they've been around for so many generations. They've seen so many things. They've gained so much knowledge and wisdom of us humans that are running around like nutters around them while they're stood there like these gorgeous things. Yeah. And they've
seen love, they've seen sorrow from us, they've seen absolutely everything, and in there they've just observed like a wise old owl.
Yes. Yeah.
And they're sending their love out to us.
Yeah. Absolutely, they are. And this tree yesterday that Ben was talking about, I don't know whether a human had done it, but it was going to be chopped down. It was so sad. I hate it. I hate it when a tree is cut down. I don't know, it's just something within me. I absolutely love trees. And I had to come to the tree and give it healing. So I asked all my helpers in, and I went there with my energy bodies, and we stood in a circle around the tree, and the nature spirits were there. I could see them in my mind's eye. This is not with my human eyeballs, but in my mind's eye, I could see them. And the fairies were there and everything. They were all around the tree. And what we did together was we brought the essence of the tree back down into the earth, and we took the pain away. So the tree became not separate at all, and its essence came back down into the earth. And Ben has got these acorns, and I before we did this with the tree, I asked the tree if it was okay with Ben taking the acorn, and it was. It was grateful that Ben had done that, and he's going to nurture these acorns, which are part of its essence. Life is a revolving thing, everything to do with us on the earth. We're all connected, no matter whether it's an insect, a plant, human, we're all connected. So whatever happens to one of us is happening to all of us in a way. So imagination we're talking
and
about.
I mean, just imagine the support that this oak tree received from you all.
Yeah.
And that oh wow,
it's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, as we're talking, sweetheart, because I'm the technician on this side, yeah, everyone's suffering because they haven't got in there. But this is okay, because what we're speaking about is what is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So shall we, I know sometimes you've got lists, Ginny, my darling, that you have heaps of people on our list, and I know there's a lot of people expecting.
Yeah.
what they are. Precious human beings.
Okay.
Absolutely precious human beings.
Okay, I'll read out the list.
Okay.
So we have Elizabeth, Angel, Kathy.
Shall we do those two first?
Yep.
Let's do these two first. Again, people, whoever are listening to this recording or watching this recording, Ginny and I have years of experience in our forte, which is it goes beyond. And all we're doing is being present with you all to bring you something so magnificent. So I don't want to call us extra or special.
No.
Or whatever. It's just
we're just humans who know ourselves.
Yes. So we had this ability to be able to jump into areas where we are being sent to, not what you expect, but areas and where is shown to us.
Yeah.
To me, it just is. To Ginny, this way that between Ginny and I work, we get stuff done within a breath.
Yeah.
And I haven't got my breath, so these two, please, you two, just wait. I haven't got my breath. As soon as we get our breath, we know that we're in, and it's fast, it's quick, it's potent, and of course, we say at the end of this summit that we're doing, our hourly moment with you, we see the miracles, and believe that the two of us are standing beside you both. Oh, here we go. On the count of 2 this time.
Yeah.
Is someone trying to get through my end, or is someone trying to get through your end? Lots and lots of mail, darling.
I think it's Ben, actually. We're not sure what's going on, he said.
We don't know, but we will just concentrate on these two.
Yeah.
Elizabeth and Angel, hello, my darling. Okay, I still pick up a lot of sorrow. So I'm just going to shoot in, Ginny.
Yeah.
I got my breath. I'm in.
Yeah, a lot of heartache. But it's deep.
So as Ginny and I go deep, we're clearing it. Yeah. But ultimately, at the end of the day, girls, you know, it's do thou believe, do thy believe. I get a yes, they do.
Yeah.
So when I shed a tear, when Ginny sheds a tear, because of the sensitivity that we are, we're actually shedding your tears. We're shedding God's tears. You know, when is enough enough?
Yeah.
When can we move on? Why does it have to be over and over and over? I keep going over and over and over again when it can just simply be in a click of a finger.
Yeah.
Quite haven't finished, Ginny.
That's the
Are
thing.
you getting anything?
I'm getting a lot of sorrow, but I think it's past stuff from childhood. And I'm also feeling that other people that are around these lovely ladies would
Love
not
speeding
know.
on it.
Yeah, well, and they wouldn't actually know what's going on deep inside.
No.
Because outwardly, these lovely ladies have got this beautiful, happy, outward everything's okay. And it is. They're beautiful, beautiful people.
So would you say that they are, what would you call those, fledglings? I'll call them fledglings. Sweethearts, as you find your feet on planet Earth, or find your feet being a being seeking humanity, because we are beings seeking humanity. We're not spirit, we are seeking, we're anchoring who we are in this precious body of ours. Yeah. Everyone's been frightened of humanity. Well, it's about time that we change it around.
Yeah.
You love the fact that you're human. Change it around. Enjoy the fact that you're in this precious body. Enjoy the fact that you can taste, touch, feel. And in that feeling is the transmutation. You're busy. You've got silver things all coming across your screen when I go like that, by the way. So when you're quirky and you're sensitive and you're knowing, whose stuff are you dreaming? Whose imprint are you experiencing? It's not yours.
No.
You've dealt with yours. You've been to healers after healers after healers. But because you're this sensitive being, how can you be in this flat line that I have written about in my book? How do you experience being here in embodiment? Not out there, because we're all escaping out there. What say we just suddenly realize that we're this precious being becoming human, seeking humanity.
Yeah.
So girls, you two girls, Ginny and I have done some clearing. You've done it.
Yeah,
you've done the clearing.
Yeah.
Okay, so who have we got? I know that, look, sweetheart, Ginny, there's heaps of people that can't get on, but let's just do a mass healing.
Yeah, let's do a mass one for everyone. I'll just call out everyone's names. And
okay.
Okay, I'll start at the beginning. So it's Elizabeth, Angel, Kathy, Catherine, Claudia, Annette, Lisa, Mel, Jennifer, Solani, Ellen, still more, hang on. Ellen, Edith, Liz, Jan. There's still more to come because I'm going to include also the people that were interested. Okay, we have France, Glyn, Robin, Keely, Kathalina, Vicky, Natalie, Lisa, Claire, Terrell, Sylvia, Vivian, Mac, Mary, and Kenneth. So that's our group. Let's just do a mass. Remembering, everyone, that you are all soul first, living this human experience.
It's really sad that you keep coming and coming and coming and seeking and seeking and seeking.
You're actually all whole. You're all loved, beautiful people.
What is it that you're seeking? And what is it that humanity wants the most? You know, I said that on TV, didn't I? What is it that humanity wants the most? Is love.
Mm. It is love.
Worth.
Yeah.
Belonging.
Yeah. And instead of looking out here, we need to look in here. Because this is where it is. This is where it needs to start first. It's self-love. I mean, if you imagine that your soul, you are soul living this human experience, your soul in this body, first and foremost, you would love your soul like you would love and nurture a baby, wouldn't you?
Mm.
Everyone would.
Mm.
So your soul is in you. So love and nurture yourself, your soul self that's within, like you would a baby. You'd feed it, you'd nurture it, you'd allow it to shine out, allow it to grow, allow it to sprout out like a flower blooming. It literally is within. And the more you, every day, the more you think about yourself as a soul first in this human experience, the more, by just doing that, your soul will come out. Because it's being acknowledged. It's being thought of. It's being loved. You don't actually have to do an awful lot more, really, apart from go within, feel your own soul, feel your own light, allow it to grow, nurture it. Go, and a good way to nurture it is joy, laughter, happiness, things that give you that real excitement, that buzz inside, because that is your soul talking to you. Every time you do something in life and you get that real buzz of excitement like a child would get, so excited that Christmas is coming or it's birthday,
yes,
or something else is coming, that excitement is it. That's your soul. And, you know, because I used to be an artist, I would get that sometimes when I was painting. Because it is me doing the painting, but it's coming from my soul.
Soul expression.
Yes, it's coming from my essence. And so this is why we need to nurture our own soul essences. And that is so important, to do something that is exciting for you, whether it's just going for a lovely walk in nature, hugging a tree, hugging your pet, your animal, and playing with your pets, playing with your kids, whatever it is. Going to the movies, whatever it really gives you that buzz. That's what everyone needs. Soul love first. And then we can love everything.
You know, Ginny, you know, all the names that and thank you deeply, all the names that you've read out. You know, you have often spoken that we're here, but we are absolutely everywhere. And that's because we know who we are.
Yeah.
And that's because we've been where everyone else has been.
Yeah. We've
been where you all are. The names that Ginny has spoken out, where you are right now, we have been.
We have, absolutely we have.
And we're not telling you to do anything different. All we're doing is we're standing beside you.
Yeah.
And with our knowing and our knowledge and our, oh, wow, what an incredible world we're in.
We are.
Because we're in this incredible world, this is how Ginny and I can just be in front of you all. And as we're talking, there's a healing taking place for you all.
Yeah.
One touch from Ginny and I, one word from Ginny and I, the love factor that we hold within us.
Yeah.
Is this excitement and beauty and healing that will resonate with you because you've been seen.
Yes.
And it's in the seeing and it's in the loving. You know, we've spent thousands and thousands of hours with healing tables.
Yeah.
And we still do. And we've spent thousands and thousands of hours, even in our Facebook messages, because it's all cryptic. Because we wake up in the morning and we go, what is it that we must say today?
Yeah.
How sync are we in with humanity?
Yeah.
What is it that we're going to give you today? It's not about Ginny and I here, guys.
No, it's
not. About that we've created the space for you right here, right now, to make that shift.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been distracted with the spiritual communities. We've been distracted with racial discrimination of all these modalities and these healing modalities. I know, well, I have a PhD and I don't use it. I know Ginny has all these accreditations and credentials under her sleeve. Yeah. We don't use them. It doesn't work. Oh, we've got a tool shed at the back of ours and we'll pull it out when we need it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I have radio under my sleeve. I have journalism, press passes, photography. Ginny has her art. She has her art. You've got to go to her house and see her healing room. It's just magnificent. We have exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
But what we're doing is we're listening to that inspiration, that God spark. Yeah. We wake up every day in that excitement. What is it that we're going to bring you?
Yeah.
And that's what I forgot after 7 months of absolute bullshit, of absolute crap, because people wanted to put me in again with a noose around my neck.
Yeah.
You will conform because of this. No. No. So my 8 days, guys, and I'm going to be honest with you, my 8 days has been cutting away the dross. I've had a huge purging bucket. I've had to put everything in a bucket. The same with who Ginny has said. Same old, same old. Work on yourself, turn up, clean up, ship out.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought that I had done a lot of things wrong, being this healer of these expectations. Nah. It was shit put on me. It was stuff put on me. And if you can truly understand how we are as this beautiful human being, first thought, right thought, what belongs to you and what doesn't. And I'm telling everybody here, and Ginny, we are really busy. It's just you and I, sweetheart. This is how today was supposed to be. It is 11:48. I know in my breath, and I await on Ginny to see if she's finished, that this healing has taken place in this hourly healing hour that we give out weekly.
Yeah.
So have you picked anything up?
Well, you know what? I'm just going with seeing everyone and tuning into their energy. And I'm going to go with what God's giving me, or what my team
Absolutely.
Is. Yeah. And this is what I got shown. In the heart area of everybody's chest, who it's been named out here, but I'm talking everybody.
Yes.
Humanity.
Yes.
What I got shown was, it's almost like a fetus inside the heart. And it represents the soul. For a lot of people out there, but individually. So when I looked at each one individually, this is what I saw. This is what upstairs gave me to show. And I saw a heart shape, so it's inside the heart. And I saw a curled up baby in the fetal position. And I think it goes with what I was saying earlier. This baby, which is your soul, needs to be nurtured by you. You're the only one really who can do this. We can guide you. We can actually do energy healing on you. And yes, it will work. But you also need to work on yourselves. It's not that anyone else can come in and go, magic cure, you're cured. Actually, when that happens, this is how it works. If one of us, or we both, Heather and I, come in and we do a healing on you and it's worked, it's actually that we've changed your frequency so your body has healed itself. or your emotional side has healed itself, or something in your subconscious has had a quick flick and has changed. So it's actually really, if you've healed yourself, but it's Heather and I coming in to raise your frequency, to tweak it a little bit so your body heals itself. So it's about you. It's not about us. It's about you, nurturing who you are, nurturing your soul. And this is what God showed me, these tiny little fetal-shaped babies inside your heart that need to grow like a seed. Once you reach in there and you allow this out, you will find, and I'm going by my own experience here, because like Heather said, we've been exactly where you are, probably in different ways, in the same way, however you want to think about it. But we've been there, and it's through working on ourselves and developing who we really are, breaking down those walls of other people's expectations and worrying about what other people will think, and being who you really are. And what I found is, well, that the more doing that, the more your vibration is kept at that higher level, you won't get ill. You won't get cold. You won't get the flu when it's going past. Our family, it's me and Libby haven't had it, I must say, but Keenan and John have just had a really bad cold, and I'm talking really bad, almost.
That was weeks ago when I saw you both.
Yeah. I said to myself when they developed it, I said, I am not going to get this. My frequency is so high that my system is working at its peak top level. I am not going to get this.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it because I don't go there. My body system is running at that top level. I'm not going to get ill. So this is what I'm saying. It's, once you're working at that level, that frequency of your body and that love vibration, which is so powerful, you won't pick up things. I mean, I don't get illnesses anymore. I used to. I used to get them. I don't get them anymore. What I do get is, but this is, I allow this because I know that these people need help. I do get earthbound souls come with me home because then I help them. It's almost like they think, oh, she can help me. I'll just jump on board. And then I have to check out. Quite often the animals tell me, remember, this is raw and this is who we are. So I get visitors, I call them. So I bring them home with me, and then I realise that they're here with me, and then I do a soul rescue because they've come for help. They need love. They need to know that they're not going to be judged when they're gone to the light.
Oh, can I be honest here? It got really busy when I was away. Because you know me, wherever I walk, I can pick up people's stuff and supermarkets. If I'm in a motel or somewhere, or the people that slept in that same bed before me, even to the cup that you're touching holds an imprint to absolutely everything. So it became so super sensitive. Yeah. And because I know how things work, I was able to set it free, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that's because I found a way that I can shift it. Oh shit, this does not belong to, oh wow, you got a conversation going on in your head.
Yeah.
So that was the other night, but the other night it became so super spiritual. because I see worlds in worlds, and because we are on heaven on earth, that no one's gone anywhere, and because you've got everything here, if you open your eyes to it. It was so busy. I had this tribe come in.
What night was that, Heather, if you don't mind me asking? Was it Sunday?
Yes.
Sunday was such a huge energy day, honestly.
Didn't you and I just, oh my God, Ginny, what's going on? You know, because we can. And all of a sudden, nations came through my bedroom. And I got up about, I think it must have been about 6 o'clock, and this whole nation, this whole tribe was in between these two mountains. And they were trying to tell me something, and I said, what is it that you want? And they wanted for me to pick up 5 stones. They were like the stone people. That's how I saw them. And they wanted me to throw 5 stones out. And they were laughing at me. And they said, this is how you do a reading. I've still got to pick that up. I mean, it's still standing up with me. But because we are, darlings, if you only just realize that everything is there, plain sight for you all. They only come there for you, but they want you to become you.
Yeah.
And the channeling and all this other stuff that I speak about in my book is you are part of that whole. You are part of that. Don't make yourself special. Don't make yourself extra sensory, because you are that. And this is where spirituality and cobble wash, and I have listened to every daft question, every daft conversation that I have ever listened to, and what it is all about you. It's not about what someone else is doing.
Yeah.
So when you speak about your imagination, you know, I know you're an artist, and you should really get back into it, by the way. You're an artist, and your imagination, the great ones like Picasso, the great ones, Ginny is of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are of any musician, artist, writer, poet, mother, father, baker.
Yeah.
We are part of the great ones.
Yes.
You're not special.
No.
You're just part of. And so my vision is to kind of, I'm going to lose a lot of friends, and I don't really give a continental actually. It's to bring balance back into order. To bring balance. I've seen too many people go out there because they think they are special. And I've seen people go on a low or a low because they feel inferior and superior. This is what life is all about here.
Yeah.
Inferior and superior and all that other stuff. And it's about time every part of every humanity stands side by side.
And comes back into that middle line. It's natural.
It's natural.
Actually, nature. Being able to see different, I don't know whether you want to call them dimensions or everything else that's around us. It's actually part of human nature. Animals do it all the time.
And actually, to be really truthful, Ginny and I spend thousands of hours of giving out freely.
We do, yeah.
And we were talking the other day, and she doesn't know that I'm going to say it yet, but because I can. Actually, we're going to charge.
Yeah.
We're going to charge because we have a wealth of knowledge up our sleeves. And, you know, as I say, I've done this book. It's on desks, and I've got the 2 copies back. I'm waiting for the 3rd. And I said to one of my mentors, because I have mentors, I know Ginny has mentors, and I should be just giving it out. And, you know, they turned it around and said, no, you're not. You're going to charge for it.
Yeah.
So, again, we do this freely for you every week.
Yes.
And that's our gift out to humanity. But if you want something else from Ginny and I, you contact us both or you contact us separately.
Yeah.
We are there to help you. And yes, we have price charging now. We have decided that everything has a price tag. The reason being is that Ginny and I could do a healing on a business person, and they go out the next day and make $3,000. So we're going to bring abundance. Ginny has a forte in abundance, cosmic abundance. I've done cosmic abundance. You will be seeing more of us, and I'm going to do a spiel about us. Is the fact is that we together have created a foundation, and we are in the process of interviews. We are launching on the 21st of April. We are going absolutely live around the world with beautiful other human beings.
Yeah.
And it's our gift to you all.
Yes.
You will be spoiled by choice of listening to some magnificent, beautiful soul brothers and sisters, friends, family. And also too, we have stuff coming up. Again, we are individuals, and when we come together, we are together in bringing greatness into the world.
Yeah.
You can get, what's your website?
My website is www.ginnyjoneshealing.com.
Oh, look, you just sparked there. Mine's www.heatherellestraight.com. There you will get a lot of information and a book me. It's time, guys, for you to step up into your magnificent.
Yeah.
We have a lot up our sleeve for 2016, but you're here because the others couldn't get on. So we're just going with the flow. You're here to hear Ginny and Heather today.
Yeah.
The healing has taken place because it just simply is. And when I make that command, all your pain and all your suffering, I say, be gone.
Yeah. Same. You need to get to know you.
And we're just two beautiful women in this part of the world.
Yeah. We're two ordinary people who are mothers. We've
Wives,
both done different
friends.
Yeah, we've both done different professions in our time. I used to be a hairdresser years ago and a barber. So, artist, photographer. Oh, goodness. If I was to name some of the places I've worked.
Well, can I say something? I used to work in dementia units. I used to be in charge of huge nurses and caregivers across the New Zealand. I used to hundreds of people I was present with when they passed over. I have a PhD in genetics, and this is the joy that I found, is being able to be very present with you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, playing with my beautiful sister.
Yeah.
So from me to you.
And from me to you.
We say thank you for being on this healing summit with us today. It's a healing summit that comes in healing hour. And, well, much love.
Yeah, much love.
Thank you.
See you next week.